CNN and other propaganda outlets are very concerned that Elon will no longer be promoting propaganda and misinformation on Twitter.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Like, they don't even hide it anymore. They're just waving it out there. Look, this is from CNN Business. Twitter is no longer enforcing its COVID misinformation policy, which means Twitter will no longer be propagandizing and pushing misinformation and silencing people who speak out against this blatant misinformation, control of our thought, control the flow of information. I am loving this. This is the same type of reaction that we saw when Trump ran, and especially when Donald Trump destroyed the Matrix and just disrupted everything. Do you remember how the entire world went to a tizzy? Like every company, every former ally of his? Because let's not forget, look, I have seen how the party that I once supported turned on someone who was with them. I mean, he ran as a Republican, but did you see how the Matrix just became completely upset? I hope that told you something. It told me something. It showed me just exactly how in cahoots all of these opposing parties and people, the rich, the wealthy in our world, how much control they really do have, how alike they are, and what they are willing to do to us, we, the population, in order to maintain their illusion and maintain their control. People like CNN, who is just out and proud saying it. It was a stay woke. The video has stay woke on it, for God's sakes. We're just going to go through a little bit of this propaganda, and I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can read it and throw up yourself. Twitter said it will no longer enforce its long-standing COVID misinformation policy. No, it has been enforcing. It has been enforcing misinformation. I think everybody at this point understands we were fooled. We were duped. This was not what they said it was. Was it to, I don't know, keep everybody in the house, to depress everybody, to keep the pressure on while we had someone in office that in their office, the President of the United States, that they did not like, to keep everyone depressed, to create another illusion, not illusion, but actually make reality and exacerbate things like depression, financial stress, to close small businesses. Who knows? Could it have been to manipulate an election? Who knows? You tell me. You look at all the evidence out there and you tell me. Let me know in the comments below. And Twitter, and just like Facebook and every other social media platform that some of us still interact with, or some of us have left for the right reasons, they have all been fact check. And it's not fact checking, it's propaganda checking. Are you telling the right narrative? This is what liars and fakes and snakes do. They create echo chambers. They come together in groups, whether those are small groups or big groups. They come together in groups to make sure they commiserate with one another. They lie, bullshit each other. Oh my God, this person, this situation, this thing is so bad. We're going to lie and project all of our fears and nasty shit onto this person, place, or thing. And then create our own narrative. And anybody that speaks against that narrative, well, you just don't know what you're talking about. This is how whisper networks work. This is how liars work. This is how manipulators work. This is how our mainstream media and our social media have been working for a long time to try and condition us to change the world to their false reality. Fakes and snakes all around us, y'all. In 2020, Twitter developed an extensive set of rules sought to prohibit harmful misinformation about the virus and its vaccines. You mean people that are having heart attacks now? Maintaining control through fear and hate. This is harmful misinformation. The harmful misinformation comes from places like CNN. Harmful misinformation came from platforms like Twitter in the past, who have propagated misinformation to keep everyone under control, to make sure that the narrative is pressed. Not truth, not facts, not reality, but that lying, fake, and snake false reality that is placed upon other people when you get a bunch of hateful assholes trying to maintain control together. Between January 2020 and September 2022, Twitter suspended more than 1,100 accounts for breaking COVID misinformation rules and removed almost 100,000 pieces of content that violated those rules, according to statistics on Twitter. Look at what that says. 11,000 accounts who were speaking their mind, who were most of which pointing out facts, giving you relative information to show what the false narrative is saying. They were all taken down. 100,000 pieces of content that violated their propaganda rules. This This is a drop in the bucket. That's probably not even all of it. And we're not talking about all the other social media platforms. We're not talking about places like CNN or news organizations like CNN who have been trying to divide, separate us, and throw misinformation at us this entire time, trying to keep us divided and hateful. It's CNN. You sackless man. Effective November 23rd, 2022, Twitter is no longer enforcing COVID-19 misleading information policy, the note read. Musk has promised to restore many previously banned Twitter accounts as soon as this week. It is possible that among the restored accounts will be some 11,000 banned under Twitter's former COVID misinformation rules. Good, because everyone deserves free speech. You know, I like Elon Musk a lot. I don't agree with everything. You don't have to agree with everything that a person does or says to like them and to like what they're doing in the moment. Elon, I feel like Elon's like me in a lot of ways. That's a 90s liberal. Everybody has the right to free speech. Everybody's got the right to seek information, to gather your own intel, and the stifling of information and the control of and flow of it, that's no good. That's no bueno. That is harmful to we as humans, to our human experience, to our ability to exchange information, to come together, to unite on issues, or to understand, to create bridges of understanding, or to get information out there that other people might need to know. How many families, how many small businesses, how many people have been destroyed because of this false narrative? Because of propaganda checkers. How many people, how many have you seen? Like, how many people have been affected? How many went through intense angers, isolation sickness, or not being able to work and losing their homes? How many people faltered because of this misinformation? The misinformation that was pressed by our own governments and by these news organizations and social media platforms. How many? Too many. Should never have happened. This comes from BBC News. Musk feuds with Apple over Twitter advertising.
How was your day?
I killed her.
Told her pussy up, huh?
We saw how the Matrix glitched when somebody came through that wasn't a part of the system. And I'm talking about Republicans, Democrats, talking about the UN, every damn mega millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire corporation out there, every family that's had financial control, every banking institution, the entire matrix of evil, the entire matrix of control glitched out and freaked out because someone who was not one of their own, didn't want to play by their rules, had a modicum of power. Now they're doing the same thing with Elon. This is going to be the new Orange Man, if you haven't already been able to tell. Elon Musk said Apple has halted most of its advertising on Twitter and accused the company of threatening to remove the platform from its app store. The feud comes after many companies have halted spending on Twitter amid concerns about Musk's content moderation plans for the site. Content moderation, aka we are not pressing propaganda here anymore. We are going to allow free speech and interaction, free flow of information. And now the Matrix is glitching out again. No, you're not playing by our rules. No, we need to come together and enforce this lie, this delusion. You're not part of the global whisper network. We need to control you. Apple has not responded to requests for comment from the BBC. Mr. Musk has said on Twitter he's seen a massive drop in revenue, blaming activists for pressuring advertisers. That's because he was firing activists left and right. He's getting rid of them. I love this dude. In a series of tweets on Monday, he accused Apple of censorship and cited its policies, including the change it levies on purchases made on its app store. Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? Yes, Elon. Yes, they do. Absolutely. And keep pointing that out. Keep pointing that out. Oh, and keep coming at tweets with Alyssa Milano. Oh, my Lord. Oh, thank you for all that.
I shot her, man.
Was the pussy that bad?
Sporting News Podcast is right on. Please subscribe to my friend Scotty. Link for his channel will be in the description below. The godfather of free speech, Elon Musk. Just watch all around you. See how the Matrix is flipping out right now. Somebody for free speech is coming through and they don't like it. We have had celebrities. We have had people come through from the industry on our side. And I'm talking about the fellowship to fight for our modern myths. We have seen different political commentators come to our side, people of like minds that we may not necessarily agree with, that have come to the aid of fighting in this culture war, fighting for our ability to express ourselves, fighting for the freedom of speech, the freedom of thought. And now we've got a major player in Elon Musk. And I'm glad to see that one of the traditional battlegrounds for misinformation and propaganda, for spreading hate and division, for generating hate mobs of toxic people, blue-haired weirdos, liars, fakes, and snakes that have been using this platform for how long to try and separate, divide us. We now have an ally there. This is literally, I hate to use a Trumpism, but this is literally draining a swamp. And I'm glad to see it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you. I'm currently running a GoFundMe because I need a little extra help this time of year. Work is slow. Had to fix my car. And if you could help with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to every wonderful person who has helped me to get through terrible times. I feel blessed, and I'm very thankful for you. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Peace.